大家好啊，今天是2025年的2月20号，现在是早上的10点半啊，来到纽约曼哈顿3大道的919号。今天来干嘛呢？来排一个抗议游行。那个游行呢要11点钟才开始啊，所以我提前了半个小时到啊。大家看眼前这栋宏伟的建筑啊，修建于1971年。那今天在这抗议的内容是什么呢？就是趁着游行没开始，给大家说一下，今天集会他们就要表达的就是呢，要求结束几十年来纽约监狱的残忍啊，包括一些狱警啊、性侵犯和杀害黑人和其他族裔的罪犯。扫点这个大厦对面的街景啊，他们呢要求全面执行抗议的人群呢，他们今天要求全面执行停止孤独法和其他被监禁在监狱里面一些服刑人员的基本的权利，达到一个真正的一个释放的途径。然后他们今天的诉求呢，就是说还希望就是之前一些刑满释放人员和现在的一些服刑人员的他们的家属呢，成立一个真正的独立的监督委员会。游行还没开始啊，警察已经提前到了啊。
We're here because in the New York State prison system.
Say that.
And we all saw it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what you didn't see or you didn't hear. We saw the lynching, but we didn't see the begging, the crying for mercy. We know, those of us that have been in there, we know hitting the head, the skull, cracking bones, hitting ribs. And one thing, this is one thing that goes on in this prison system. Permanent damage occurs.
Yeah.
So we are here to uplift this because it's not a one instant thing. It's so many others brutally beaten to death by this racist system of punishment. The sexual violence in our prison system needs to be addressed. Anybody who assaults a woman or a man, because men are not immune from this, should be permanently terminated from their job. Permanently, no union should save them. They should be permanently terminated.
So that when I went to see him, I almost didn't know that was my husband laying on the stretcher.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Ishmael Diaz Jr. I am the community organizer for Center for Community Alternatives, and I'm here today because we need to end all the violence that's happening in prisons. I served 9.5 years sentence of 12 years. I've witnessed things that happened that should have never happened to people, and I was fortunate enough that it didn't happen to me, but we need to work so that we can stop it happening to everyone who's inside, like what happened to Robert Brooks. And they're using fear right now to get the public to say, hey, the guards are in trouble. But it's not the guards that are in trouble. We have people that are not eating right now in prison. We have people that are not getting their meds. And we really need to work together and put the truth out there so that we can save the people that are inside suffering right now. And I really don't want to get too much into it anymore so that other people can speak. That's okay.
I think everybody knows that what happened to Robert Brooks should never happen again. Never happen again. Sadly, if we, those who are out here, who brave the weather to come out here, if we fail to stop the state from killing black, brown, human beings in our prison system, it will continue. I have a co-defendant who's been in prison for 46 years. I grew up with this guy. This guy was a black history teacher at one time during his sentence. Today, he's in a wheelchair. His spine has been so damaged by the billy clubs, by the boots, by the punches, that this man will stay in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And he'll probably die in our prison system. We advocate for legislation that will give this man hope. Him and others in a position like he is in, give them hope that they will one day return back to our communities. I want to bring up Anissa, who's an advocate for women's rights.
Good morning. Good morning. And I want to say thank you to the reporters who are here today. It is real important that you are here. My name is Anissa Sabor.
It's spelled A-N-I-S-A-H. My last name is S-A-B-U-R. Is to know that our people on the inside is suffering right now because we have rogue officers striking because they fail to realize that we are human beings, we are people, and that we do not deserve to be beat to death because we made one mistake in our lives. We're out here in this cold, cold weather to call on our legislatures and the governor to fire every last rogue officer.
Yes.
They don't deserve to work in our system.
That's right.
They don't deserve to take care of our loved ones.
No, they don't.
This is the time, right now. Fire them, bring on compassionate people who really want to see change in our system. We need culture change.
Yes.
We need system change.
Yes.
And it starts now.
Yes.
As someone who experienced 16 years of incarceration, I know what the brothers and sisters are going through. This is not something that I thought about, dreamt about, or even wanted to know about. But I know how the officers are. And those who are not reporting to work should be fired.
Fire.
Not collect any benefits, not collect any unemployment,
That's right.
not of my tax-paying dollars.
That's right.
As someone who's been home for 20 years, paying taxes on the right side of the law, helping people on the inside reintegrate. We need to stop and change this system now.
That's right.
Now.
And if the governor don't do it, she has to go along with them. This is her duty as the governor and the leader of New York State. She is supposed to be on her job. If they're not doing their job, they have to go. And I say this, and I say to all of the family members out here, please keep your loved ones close. Take those phone calls when you can get them, because right now we know that without the officers actually opening those gates and letting them get to those phones, we will not know what's going on inside. We need people to go and visit their loved ones, have that access to see what's actually happening. If they decide to bring in the National Guard, make sure these men are not going in for war. We don't want to lose another New Yorker to violence. State violence. It's not the people on the inside hurting each other. It's the officers, the people who have the control. I say this one last time. If they refuse to go to work, fire them.
This is not about a few bad apples. They want us to believe it is about a few bad apples. The whole damn tree is rotten. We have to uproot it. We cannot allow this to continue. I have to keep saying this. We have the power to stop this from happening. I want to start bringing up a couple of family members who have incarcerated loved ones. Caroline Hansen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Hansen. I'm a community leader with the Release Aging People in Prison campaign on Long Island and the lead organizer with New Hour for Women and Children. My husband Christian was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole when he was 19 years old. Last week he turned 49. He is currently incarcerated at Eastern Correctional Facility. Yesterday at 3:08 p.m. he was locked in his cell. As of today, he has not been let out. He was given spoiled milk, a cheese sandwich, and a banana. In 2 days. When our oldest daughter and I went to leave the visit on his birthday, the officers were protesting outside the facility. And she was scared, and she was anxious, and she wanted to know what was going on. So I told her the truth. I told her that a man, defenseless man, was brutally murdered by the staff who was supposed to be there to protect them, to keep them safe. I told her that she was angry, and she was very angry. She wanted to know why that Robert Brooks' son couldn't go visit his father anymore like we were about to visit. She wanted to know what she could do to help. So I told her, like I'm going to tell all of you here today, that we need to tell everybody it's not a coincidence that they are striking the same week as their comrades, as their friends are being indicted. It is no coincidence. In their demands, their cowardly demands, nowhere in there does it merit why they are concerned for their safety. It is about money. It is about getting paid for overtime and retiring early. It has nothing to do with safety. Pushing all incarcerated individuals by removing visitation is both unjust and it is ineffective. Instead of taking away the support, the focus should be on implementing better oversight and accountability within the correctional system, reforming staff practices, enforcing stricter protocols for officers, and addressing corruption within the facilities. That has proven to aid with a person at the end of the day that incarcerated individuals are human beings.
Brutal murders and brutalities and sexual violence was going on in the prison system and has done nothing about it.
My name is Jeannie Cologne. I am the wife of an incarcerated person. He's been in prison for 25 years, since the age of 17. He's currently housed at Sing Sing Correctional Facility. Things are not looking great inside.
I know it's cold. I don't keep everybody waiting. I know it's cold. We got 3 more speakers. We would like to hear their voices. Anthony from Vocal.
Yeah, how you doing?
An oversight commission must include us. It must include families who have an incarcerated person. It must include formerly incarcerated people. Oversight can't be about law enforcement. That's what they have now. And all they do is cover up for each other.
I went and visited someone in prison and she was brutally attacked by an officer that's been abusing women for the past 2 years. I agree with everyone here. We need change, and if they don't do it, shut it down.
And the governor needs to hold them accountable and do what she needs to do. The Department of Corrections have to change the way they treat us as people, and this is our message.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody who came out in this cold.
啊，大家看，街边一辆工程车啊被扯了罚单，让大家看一下。橘黄色那个就是罚单啊！哎呀，几十块钱没有了，没事儿。被扯罚单的是这个电讯公司的啊，有钱人。